how many athletes are we taking to the Commonwealth?
We are
Games?
taking 6, 3.
Oh,
but
good.
in that category, well, that is the highest you can take for this Commonwealth. But I'm kind of worried because in that category, we have to Kinde and the other guy are competing in the same rank. So it's the same category. So if they happen to win 5, it's going to be, both of them cannot drag one. Yeah. So one has to yield for the other. So even if we try to pick up all the gold, the highest we can pick is 5. Yeah. Except we pray for another country to go less than 5 with their gold, then we can have the cup.
But why are we going with 6? Can't it be more?
Well, it's a pathway, Austin. That is what I'm trying to plead to Nigeria. Is how many people that have gone for, when you are preparing for this kind of games, this Commonwealth game, you go through a scenario like what we are doing in 2020. That is bringing me back to our France game that we're going in May. Which is a pathway to. Yes, if we don't go with enough athletes, we cannot make enough people going to 2020. So this, the last time I was speaking to the PAMSEC, this man, I was pleading to him, I said, "Okay, can we please go with 17 athletes?" I met gold in this federation. 17 to France? Yeah, if we can do that, then we'll be sure of a lot of athletes going for 2020. Because that is your pathway. If you don't go for international championship like that, you can't make it. So that they will drop you off. We have a lot, we have almost 103 people in camp, but we cannot go with more than 6 because these 6 of them were the ones that went for all the championship games that led to the pathway that led to this Olympic. So right after the Commonwealth Games, it's the World Championships in France. Yes. So that means we can start getting ready for other athletes to join the 6 that are going to Gold Coast, Australia. Yes, actually, their names of the 6, their names are there, but we already have. We already listed out 17 athletes. If no, I know that the Ministry of Sport cannot do it all. If Nigerians can come out and sponsor us, we'll be able to take these 17 people there. Because right now, we can't put all the burden on the ministry. Because other countries, actually, it's private sponsors. I know. Not just the government. I know. So and also thanks to our sponsors that did the world-class gym for us. With that gym, the gym has been very helpful. We are not lacking anything, but we need sponsors to be able to go for games. We want to go for competitions that we can go and bring back that cup. I'm sure that's what Nigerians want. They want whenever our athletes are representing us that they win. But of course, it comes with a lot of hard work, and that's why we want sponsorship. But it's a new board, and you're in charge of the new Para-Powerlifting board. What are the major objectives for your federation? First is, I know that sports or Para-Powerlifting will go nowhere. Any sport will go nowhere without funding. My main focus now is to get as much sponsors as I can to come into board for us. The second is to, when I look at the outgoing and the veterans, I don't even want to talk about them because I've met 2 of them that are beggars. Ouch. Oof. And I ask myself, how does this encourage the incoming ones? So the best thing I want to do if I have enough sponsors is to prepare what they call a bailout package for the old ones, for the legends. So they can have something to follow. So that will encourage the new incoming ones to come. Because we're having junior, when we went to Dubai, Ukraine, a lot of countries came with junior, and we don't have anyone. We don't have anyone yet. We don't have, that's another. Because you can see that some of the athletes that we've been talking about for over 7, 8 years, they're still the ones that are representing the country. So that's a big task on your federation. How can we start developing new athletes? Thinking of the same thing, fall back to getting sponsors, building what they call an academy. An academy to bring up these people. We have a lot of people in the state going, I want to do what they call state-to-state drive. I've already included them. I've made the ministry include them in the National Youth Game coming up in November. So they're going to be part of that. So before then, prior to that, I have to go to every state, go to state myself to make sure we scout for these people. I want to start training them when they are from 10 years old. I want Coach Are to be able to impart them. Also, the coaches, they need life.
The same thing I said about some of the athletes that I know 8 years ago are still, I mean, Loveland Obij is still competing. Yeah. Kehinde is still competing. Yeah. Abdulaziz is still competing. Yeah. Same with the coach. You talk para-powerlifting, is Coach Fereshito Are. Yeah. Everybody knows we need more coaches. How do we get them?
Yeah. Thank you very much for that. That is what even if we want to get, even if we have, which we have line of coaches, Austin, but if reverse is the case, you are in their situation, you see the way Coach Ares now is not really taken care of. Will you be encouraged to do the same? Nobody wants to follow that line. Everybody wants to follow the line to be a multi-billionaire. Or even when you are a veteran, for people to recognize you.
This could feed your family.
In powerlifting, I was able to speak because my kids live in Canada. I've been speaking to the president of Para-Powerlifting in Canada, Mike Graham. Awesome packages they have. The Divisco game that Prince Harry and the brother put together, or the last year's own, that is for veterans and for legends in para community. The last one was held in Toronto. The next one is going to be held June, July in Australia. I was in Toronto when the last one was held. And I went there and I was like, okay. Before I got there, when I called Nigeria, do you know they said it right away that we know Nigeria, you put #1 in power. I said, why are we not here? I said, you never registered.
Oh, wow.
We need the coaches to go for trainings. We need to put up trainings for the coaches too. We can even set up something for the coaches. I told you the incident when the coaches were taking lectures from our coach. We can set up, we can make money. For them, by letting them set up a seminar, other coaches come, they pay. They will be glad as long as it's Nigeria, because they know this is our onions. Other Canada is known with ice hockey. Other countries are known with different. I'm telling you, Austin, Nigeria is known with powerlifting. Let's all join hands and make it our brand.
I agree. Before we let you go in 1 minute, what should we be expecting from our powerlifters at the Commonwealth Games?
Well, when they were leaving this morning to Abuja, because they're flying from Abuja, and I called my coach. I went to say, Secretary, how are you ready? He said, what we've been doing before. I said, okay, how many go to? He said, I will tell you 2. Start if I make more than 2, you respect it. If I tell you so 2 President, I said, how can you give me 2 now? I thought you said 2 starts if we make more. You respect it.
You will jump and
but as long as you any monetary, I say yes, money. He said how much? I said each good more than 100,000. I said okay, when I don't hear. I'm not go bring them. I'm not collecting my money.
That's a good Queen. I must say thank you so much. Well done. It might look like it's so difficult, but
it is,
we just keep pushing. We'll get there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
So that's it. Queen Oboh is the president of the Nigeria Para-Powerlifting Federation. And she'll be talking to us as regards ways to develop the sport in the country. Nigeria will be competing at the Commonwealth Games. Went to the World Cup in Dubai and won 4 gold medals and smashed 2 world records. Awesome. We must support them.